and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about basically how to I don't know why I keep saying contrast, but like kind of bond your two cats together. So lots of people bring, a kitten or just a cat home and they already have a older cat, that was already there. And a lot of people are always wondering, well, how do I get these two cats to not be friends, but at least kind of be friendly to each other and not kind of attack each other? So when I brought Lucy home, which was just a week ago, what I did was I kept her in a separate room for a while, and I kept her away from Toby, my other cat. And I kind of showed her to him a bit, but obviously she was somewhere where she can't reach her hand, or Toby can't reach his hand, kind of like to, just at a point where they can get injured. So basically what I did is I kept them in separate rooms, but I opened the door a crack so they can kind of sniff each other and see each other a bit and get used to each other. And then, to kind of step things up a bit, a few days later, I put Lucy in the cage and everything was secure, and then I let Toby come around her and, he just, sniffed her and everything. They hissed at each other. And yeah. So then a couple days after that, I started to hold Lucy, and I started kind of to just walk around Toby with Lucy, and I just kind of brought them a bit closer to each other. And then a few days after that, I let Lucy loose, obviously with supervision, and Toby, nobody was holding them. They were just, kind of loose at each other. And, they were doing really well. So Toby just came by, licked her tail. She's really playful. She was kind of, jumping on him and playing with him. And, just kind of, sniffing him and everything like that. And before that, I forgot to mention that, it's always important that you let you put the new cat somewhere else, and then you bring your old cat where your new cat was or where it's living. So, let it smell its litter, where it pooped and peed, and, where it sleeps, the toys that it chewed or played with, and, your cat will kind of get used to that smell, and it will know automatically that there is another cat. And it'll just, everything will be fine. I'll get used to each other. Now, at one point, when you do let them loose and they start attacking each other, and you are sure it's not a playful fight, if it's not a playful fight, if it's a playful fight, then you, of course, you don't need to do anything. And in my next video, I will be telling you how to tell if, playful fights and not playful fights. Because, cats fight, and sometimes it's playful, sometimes it's not. But anyways, if they're just, playing with each other, and, they're not, they're playing and, all over each other, but, if they're not, hissing or just kind of, biting each other's necks so much, then, that's fine. That's just, fine. But if they are kind of playing with each other, but still kind of being harsh, don't separate them right away. Kind of just get them used to it, unless it's like really bad. So if they're just kind of playing, slapping each other in the face, leave them. It's not a big deal at all. Just make sure that, they're being supervised. Now, here's how to tell if your cat is going to attack the other cat in not a playful way. So if your cat's ears are flat, just going down, and their tail is, kind of whacking or twitching side to side, and they're kind of they're kind of low and then their back is high, that means they are going to attack. So even if their ears are low, that does mean that they do want to attack. So make sure when you do see that sign, you make sure to separate them and just be done for the day and then try again the next day. So always make sure that you're doing this really slow. Lucy and Toby are playing with each other. Well, Toby doesn't really play with Lucy, but she goes all over him. He sometimes gets annoyed and sometimes hisses at her, but he doesn't attack her. He is totally fine with her, licking him, touching him, kind of slapping him everywhere. But sometimes he does get annoyed and starts to hiss, but that is no reason to separate unless they're like really attacking each other. But if they're just hissing and kind of, just playing, don't separate them. It's not good. And if one cat tries to attack the other cat, whether it's playful or not playful, make sure not to punish them, because that is just going to make the situation worse and they're going to feel more threatened if you punish them, and they're gonna it's just gonna get worse. So if they are doing that, just separate them, pet them, all their favorite things, but don't punish them, because that's only gonna make things worse. I know I never punish my cats or any of my animals, because that's not gonna do anything. That's only gonna make things worse, and you don't want that to happen. So don't punish them, just separate them. And go very slow. Another technique is to put like a baby gate and then like a blanket or towel over it, and then kind of give both your cats their favorite food, and then just kind of place one bowl of food for one cat and then the other bowl of food for the other cat, and kind of place them just right on the other side of the gate. So the gate is in the middle, one cat's bowl is here and then the other one is there, so they're just opposite. So then there will be like, oh, there's a cat there, but then they just keep on eating and they'll get used to it. So always try to distract them a bit when they're kind of interacting with each other. Just distract them, play with them, and they'll kind of get used to each other and not fight. So that is basically my option. I did not do all of those things. They actually kind of became, good buddies pretty quickly. I don't think they're friends yet. Toby's not too fond of Lucy, but Lucy still loves Toby. But Toby, he's just like, I don't care. Just walk away. But that's totally fine. It's fine. But the things that I did is, first I put Lucy in the cage and I kind of let Toby go around her and everything like that. Then I put Lucy in another room and put Lucy in the room that she was living in, and her litter, I let him sniff all of her business that she's done, all of the place that she slept on, her food, and everything. And then what I did is I fed them on opposite side of the doors, and I also left a crack a bit so they can sniff each other and know each other, but still have their favorite thing right in front of them. That's always nice. And then I started to kind of let them loose with each other. And then, as I said, it went really, really well. Toby was licking Lucy, and Lucy was just jumping on Toby and playing. And everything was well. And then I started to feed them in those kind of bowls where they're like, it's one bowl connected, but then there's like a thing that separates them. I'll be right back. So what amount was these guys right here? It's basically a really, really great thing. I absolutely love these things for two cats, especially when they're just meeting each other. Just put one of the cat's food here and then the other cat's here, and then that way they will be able to come close to each other and eat, but also not kind of mix foods. I love these. It's perfect for two cats, and I use them pretty often. So they're really, really good, and I absolutely love them. You can get them from any pet shop or even the dollar store, I think. But I absolutely love these, and they are great for feeding cats together, especially when they're just kind of knowing each other. So I love these, but this is what I used for them at first. And I put her meat here and his meat there, and then they kind of got to eat close to each other and get used to each other and, you know, being very close to each other. And they got to eat, and it was really nice. And, you know, they were just looking at each other, and it was so nice, and I loved it. So yeah, guys, it is just, these are really good. I love them so much. They are a great friendship bonder. So I really recommend these. I think I got this from Superstore or Bosley's or the dollar store. I don't know. It's either of those three, but you know, you can find them anywhere. PetSmart, I'm sure they have them. So yeah, these are really awesome. But yeah, guys, that is basically how I bonded my cats together. And I still make sure to supervise them. I don't leave them in the house alone together. I still put Lucy in a separate room because she's still a little kitten and she's very delicate. Toby is, you know, big, he's strong, and, you know, anything could go wrong. So we want to make sure that we're watching them at all times, and we let them play almost 24/7, and it's just amazing. So guys, yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this helped you a lot with your cat and your introduction with your cat, and I hope it goes well, and if it doesn't, just try again and try again. Some takes long, sometimes it even takes a year for cats to get along, but, you know, just, it sometimes takes time, sometimes it's fast. It was really fast for me because I already know how to do these things. I had to do it with my other cat, Cleo, and Toby when Toby was little, and I'm just kind of used to it. But yeah, it's definitely not, you know, it's just okay. Anyways, guys, I hope this helped you, and I hope you guys, you know, I hope your cats get along really well, and if they don't, just try again. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and please subscribe and like this video and comment down below of what you thought of it. And thank you guys so much for watching, and bye!